All right. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. I know it's been a while since you've seen me on a Monday. It's been a very long time since you've probably seen me around this time. It's been a while since you've seen me in general. Sorry, I got my iced tea. This is iced tea. You can tell because I'm from the Carving Board. They're not a sponsor, but I wish they were. But I get my sandwiches there probably every Monday. And, well, they don't serve alcohol. So that's how you know for sure it's definitely an iced tea. No matter what you may believe. Anyway, I'm rambling. Want to say, first off, thank you for hanging out here with me on a Monday. Yeah, been a while. Really trying to just get some things together with my life. Nothing bad. It just got very hectic there for a while, and something had to be sacrificed. And it ended up being Twitch and TikTok for a little bit, just because there was just so much going on, trying different things, bringing the podcast back, Geeks Who Like Sports, starting up streams on Scooty Rewards. Go to twitch.tv/Scooty Rewards, SCUTI Rewards. I do streams for them every morning now, because I have a contract with them. And yeah, and then I'm doing this over here. So there's just a lot going on in my life in recent days, and so trying to figure out a new schedule, new hours, been consulting with a lot of folks, been super busy, but probably going to try to go back to 4 days a week, probably from an earlier time, probably closer to around here, either 2 or 3 o'clock on the West Coast, 5 or 6 o'clock in the East. What's up, Calvin? How's it going? Just kind of explaining my prolonged absence, as it's been 3.5 weeks. Yeah, beginning of the month of November November 3rd was the last time I streamed. And then, yeah, just been super busy with the holidays, been traveling a bit. And then, yeah, just trying to figure some stuff out with work. And yeah, and so probably going to be back. Yeah, Calvin, it's been a while. It's been really hectic lately, and I'm going to try to, again, check out the schedule. Going to probably be trying to go about 4 days a week again, probably earlier in the day now. Going forward, just because that fits my schedule better at this point, and trying to, yeah, just trying to kind of balance everything. And unfortunately, Twitch and TikTok were kind of the things that had to be sacrificed as I kind of readjusted to what's going on. So, but I'm glad to be back. I'm going to finish off Madden, do a couple of streams for Madden this week, and then probably be done with Madden. And then, like I said before I went away, really trying to focus on more narrative games, at least until baseball season. Not going to do hockey this year. And I think that that's probably a way to go, that I want to go. And I hope you all stick around and go with me on that. So, but Giants versus the Steelers. Big game for the Steelers here in our franchise as they're trying to get into the playoffs. We've already clinched everything. A bad thing for us is Saquon Barkley will be out until at least the Super Bowl. As he got hurt in the last game against Dallas. And yeah, it's been a month since I played Madden. We'll see how I do. Is Kenny Pickett versus Daniel Jones. We're going to kick it away here at Giant Stadium to get things underway. So Graham Gano will send it deep. And it'll be a touchback. Pittsburgh will start at the 25. So yeah, so that's what's going on. Glad to be back. Appreciate everybody who's popping in here on some early streams. We're probably earlier in the day from going on from now on. As you see there, Kenny Pickett's numbers on the years: 14 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's not good. Under 3,000 yards. Throwing, hoping to get over 3,000 today. Which would be better than me and Daniel Jones, that is for sure, because I do not throw the ball much or well. Pickett under center. Harris the tailback. And play action. Nobody fooled, and down goes Pickett. It's going to be the big cat, Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence splitting the sack. Well, there you go, Calvin. It works. For some folks, I'm sure, yeah, it'll work out better the earlier stream, and well, that's great. You know, I'm sure for some folks it won't. They'll have to watch the replay, but it is what it is. So an 8-yard loss on the sack, and now a handoff to Harris up the middle, He'll get most of that back. Tackled by Bobby Okereke after a gain of 7. So 3rd and long now coming up for Pittsburgh. Pickett in shotgun, Harris to his right. Giants rush only 4. Pickett all kinds of time, and that's going to be caught on the NY there at midfield. Cobb with the catch, and a gain of 23 as McKinney makes the tackle. And yeah, Pickett just had all kinds of time, and that's the reason why that was the Giants line not able to get their usual pressure with a 4-man rush. And now Pickett in shotgun, Harris to his left. So a big 3rd down conversion, and Harris will pick up 4 on that rush. See there, Harris had a nice week the week prior, almost 5 yards a carry. Pickett now under center, 2nd and 7, right around midfield. Opening drive of the game, scoreless here at the Meadowlands. Pickett back to pass. This one is going to be caught. Oh, what a diving grab there. Johnson with the catch for 16, just jumped in front of Banks. Banks was playing the ball, and he almost picked it off. But a diving catch. The receiver almost played more like the defender there. Trips to the left side. Pickett again back to pass, and this is going to be punched away by Banks. Nice play there. They got the hand in before the ball got there, as you see there. Evan Neal, John Michael Schmitz will both miss this week. Saquon Barkley, again, hopeful to be back for the Super Bowl. The Giants got to get that far first. 2nd and 10 from the Giant 35. Pickett under center. Harris the tailback. Pocket collapsing, and this is going to be caught. Somehow that got through Banks. Some terrific coverage by Banks, but somehow the ball got its way through him and into Johnson's hands. Amazing. It looked like he reached right over Banks to make the catch for 15 and a 1st down. Sometimes be better to be lucky than good. And the Steelers getting a little lucky here on this opening drive. Jumbo formation now for Pittsburgh. Handoff to Harris, who's forced back into the middle of the line and only picks up a yard. Good job there, Tate Crowder coming up clogging the hole, and he pushes the running back right back into Lawrence. So good job there on the run stuff by the G-men. As now Pickett in shotgun, Harris to his left. Pass caught over the middle underneath. Gain of 6. Kirike with the tackle. And make it 3rd and short as Cobb made another catch, his 2nd of the day. 3rd and 3 now. Giants trying to bend but not break opening possession. Pickett under center. Harris the tailback. And they run it, and Harris is going to fall forward for the 1st down. Looked like he was going to be stopped behind the line, made a move, and picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 9. Nice play by Harris there. And now Pickett in shotgun, Harris to his left. And Harris is going to get stuffed after about a 2-yard gain there. Giants playing the run. 2nd and goal. Ojulari in on the tackle. And Pittsburgh, this is what the Pittsburgh likes to do. Control the clock, control the line of scrimmage. Much like the Giants, really. Play action, and nobody fooled, and Kayvon Thibodeau is going to make the pick, and I tried not to bring it out of the end zone, but his momentum took him out, and the Giants will have the ball at their own 1. But Kayvon Thibodeau drops back here on Monday Night Football in the coverage and makes the pick. So Giants will have the ball at their own 1. Keeping Pittsburgh off the board for now is obviously Pittsburgh going for the safety. But now Giants out of their own end zone. And it's a handoff to Gray. Shaking tackles. Picking up where Barkley leaves off. It's a 30-yard rush for Eric Gray. Just what the doctor ordered. And the Giants now in business. Handoff to Gray the other way. Shakes 1 tackle and picks up another 1st down. Joey Porter Jr. with the tackle as the quarter will come to a close. Pittsburgh drove 70 yards and then a pick in the end zone. I believe that's Thibodeau's second pick of the year, if I'm correct. Keep Pittsburgh off the board. And if that's a Kenny Pickett play if there ever was one. Now the Giants driving using the run game. Hand off to Gray. Picks up maybe 3 or 4. Stopped at the Giant 46. Scoreless first quarter. Now here in the second. Play action to Gray. And a little dump off to the fullback is caught for about 4. Burton with a good job there. Curse with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 2 now. Steelers put 8 in the box. Quick slant to Slayton. First down, G-Men. Nice 9-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. As Slayton makes his first catch of the day. So Giants now in Pittsburgh territory. Jones in shotgun. Play action to Gray. Looking for Campbell. Makes the catch. Paris Campbell for a gain of about 23. And another Giant first down. So 1st and 10 now for the G-Men. Hand off to Gray, right up the middle, shakes 1 tackle. And it's taken down after 4, maybe 5. Makes it 2nd and 5. Jones under center. Back to pass. Looking for Bellinger on the mesh route. Or actually, that's Cager. My apology. That's Lawrence Cager. And he will pick up the first down. Gain of 9. It'll be 1st and goal for the G-Men at the 4. Now, this is usually where the Giants, without Barkley, have a little bit of problems. But a handoff to Gray, gets a block or 2, and down at the, well, we'll mark him at the 2-yard line. Took a little while for the blocks to develop. And now 2nd and goal from the 2. Another handoff to Gray, who gets stuffed at the 2 again. So 3rd and goal. And the Giants going old school, and Gray stuffed in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss. Hayward with the tackle, and the Giants will settle for a field goal as the Steelers will call a timeout to preserve, I guess, the 2-minute warning. So a chip shot for Graham Gano. The Giants will take the points. And each team has had the ball for a possession, and it's 3-0 G-Men. What's up, Sugar? How's it going? So the Giants, both teams making goal line stands. The Giants forcing the pick in the end zone. The Steelers stuffing the Giants on 3 straight runs. And again, Barkley has a habit of really finding the end zone on those short plays. Gray does not have the goal line ability of Barkley, but maybe that'll develop here over these next several games with Barkley injured. Harris in the backfield, Pickett under center. Just on the north side of the 2-minute warning here. Giants get the ball to start the second half. Man in motion. Hand off to Harris. And he gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Good tackle there by Barmore. Be about a half-yard loss. And now Kenny Pickett, who already has a pick today, in shotgun, looking like he's going to go back to pass. Giants rush 4. Pocket holding. This Steeler offensive line doing a great job so far today. Has a big tackle there after a gain of 2 yards. Now the Giants use a timeout. Chance to get the ball back before the half. It'll be 3rd and 7. Trips to the left side. Pickett in shotgun. Harris to his left as well. Giants rush 4. Pocket collapsing. Pickett looking for a man. And he's just going to throw it away. Giants did a good job of making Pickett move his feet. He was not comfortable. And so the Steelers go 3 and out, and the Giants will have 2 timeouts and probably good field position with a chance to score before the half. Magana, who has 4 kicks and punts returned for a touchdown already this year, takes it at the 20 and brings it back to the 31. So the Giants looking for about 40 yards. They need to get into field goal range or more. Daniel Jones in the pistol. From the left hash. Fades back to pass. Looking for the rookie Magana. Oh, go! Can't. He had it on his fingertips and he dropped it. First incompletion of the day for Jones. Just a little out of his reach. And the Steelers made him pay. Magana also took a pop there. 2nd and 10 from their own 31. And Giants not afraid in any down and ditch situation to run the ball. Gray will pick up 2. And that'll get the clock moving. This is also good because it means that if the Giants don't get the first down here, it's also a chance to keep the ball out of the Steelers' hands a bit. Jones in shotgun. Bad snap, nicely corralled. Looking for Paris Campbell in the mesh route. Campbell with speed, turns upfield. Oh, what a move by the Giants, and Campbell is bumped out of bounds at the 30. Paris Campbell, his 2nd catch of the day. They just dumped it off underneath on the mesh route. Campbell had nothing but green grass in front of him. Slayton threw a nice block downfield. And now it's 1st and 10 for the G-men at the Pittsburgh 30. 2 timeouts and a minute 6 still to go. Jones in shotgun. Play action to Gray. Looking for Bellinger, who catches it and then steps out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Daniel Bellinger's first catch of the day. Exactly a minute left here in the first half. 1st and goal, actually marked at the 6. Handoff to Gray, gets a block. Eric Gray, touchdown, G-Men. So everything so far been up the middle, up the middle, up the middle, and Gray bounces this one to the outside. There's no containment, and the G-Men find pay dirt. With less than a minute to go in the first half, and they get the ball to start the second half. The extra point is true blue. The Giants go 69 yards in 44 seconds with a little bit of a help of, a couple of guys stepped out of bounds as Gano will send it deep. Good clock management. This will be a touchback. And now Pittsburgh with 2 timeouts. Hoping to answer and keep this maybe a 1-score game. Pickett in shotgun, trips to the left, Harris to the right. Giants rush 5, pocket collapsing. Oh, it's a screen pass to Harris, but a good tackle there by Bobby McCain, and it's only a gain of 4. Pickett again in shotgun. Pittsburgh trying to save their timeouts. This one caught over the middle, and again, a good tackle there by the G-men. And now Pittsburgh uses their first timeout to be 3rd and 1. Pickett in shotgun at his own 34. Play action. Giants rush 4. Pocket collapsing. This is going to be picked off. It's picked off by Banks. He stays in bounds down the left sideline and pushed out of bounds at the 35. Banks just missed one earlier. Pickett scrambling, chucked it up. And oh, goodness gracious, what had been a defensive battle in the first quarter. And the Giants are pulling away here, or threatening to, in the second. Already in Gano's field goal range. Jones in shotgun. Gray to his left. And the crossing pattern caught there and pushed out of bounds is Robinson after a gain of 9. It's Robinson's first catch of the day. Good for 10. Play action to Gray. Looking for and finding Waller, and Giants will use their second timeout. It's a gain of 12 and a first down. Giants still have a timeout here, but obviously a couple of shots at the end zone before probably settling for the field goal. First and 10 from the Pittsburgh 14. Jones in shotgun. Hit as he throws. The man came open just a little too late. Slow developing play there. It'll be second and 10 with 10 seconds left in the half. Play action to Gray. Looking for Waller. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Did he get his feet in? The refs are saying it's a touchdown. After conferring, did he get his feet in the back of the end zone? He definitely made the catch. And yes, look at the toe tap there by Waller with 5 seconds left on the clock. And the Giants, courtesy of all these turnovers, are now up 17-0. Waller, 2 catches for 26 yards and the touchdown on that drive. He leads the Giants with 9 receiving touchdowns this year. This will be a touchback. Giants come out in a prevent defense, but it looks like Pittsburgh is just going to take the knee. As the G-Men will get the ball to start the second half. Pickett takes the knee. And Pittsburgh, wow, how one play can turn a game. Pittsburgh was driving down the field. They had gone 70 yards. Pickett throws a pick in the back of the end zone to Thibodeau. And since then, it's been all Big Blue. So 17-0 G-Men here, as this will be sent deep. And Magana will take a knee. It's a touchback. The Giants will come out to the 25. Daniel Jones, a nice day so far. 9 of 11. And he knows he's got to take the pressure off his young running back, although Gray has risen to the challenge for the most part. But definitely a much more balanced Giants attack without Barkley in the lineup. And there goes Gray. Gray picks up 15 on first down, partially because Keanu Benton, holding his leg, comes up lame. Not good for Pittsburgh. Jones, 142 yards in the first half and a touchdown. Handoff to Gray. He gets blown up in the backfield and loses 4 yards. Easily his worst rush of the day, and that happens. The line just kind of collapsed there. Jones in shotgun. Gray to his left, 2 tight end set. Play action to Gray. And Jones looking for Waller. Looks like he got hit as he was throwing. And it's incomplete. Third and 14 now for the G-Men. Jones back in shotgun. Play action again to Gray. And oh! Jones is going to get sacked on the blitz. Nobody picked it up. Wallace with the sack. And the Giants will go 3 and out. Gillen gets the punt off. Not his best, but not his worst either. Good coverage downfield by the G-Men, and Pittsburgh will start at their own 34. The Giants haven't used this dime or nickel formation much this year, but seems to be working against Pittsburgh here. Pickett in shotgun. Giants rush 4. Pocket collapsing. Pickett does get the pass off, but a quick tackle there by Robinson. Aaron Robinson, it's a 2-yard loss to Harris on the safety valve. Good job there by the Giants nickelback. Because otherwise, if he gets by Robinson, Harris might still be running. Pickett in shotgun again. Hand off to Harris, who picks up about 4. And Cobb is hurt on the play. This will be 3rd and 9. Pickett in shotgun, empty backfield. Giants rush 4. Pocket collapsing. Pickett hit as he throws. They were setting up the tight end screen. But the Giants' pressure just got there way too quickly. Tay Crowder with the hit on Pickett. And the Steelers go 3 and out. So the defenses do a good job here to start the second half. Magana will take this punt from about the 12. Gets a block up to the 20. And upended at the 22. Which is where the Giants will start their second drive of the second half. You see there Eric Gray, 68 yards, a touchdown on 11 carries. And a handoff to Gray. And a good job up the right side, picks up 7. Or off the right side, I should say. Be 2nd and 3 now. Jones in shotgun. Oh, the Giants trying a little screen pass of their own. It's caught by Gray. And he will get shoved out of bounds after a 10-yard gain. So Eric Gray getting involved in the passing game now. First completion of the half for Jones. Jones now in shotgun. Gray to his right. And he's going for Gray again. He's got Gray wide open. Pushed out of bounds at the Pittsburgh 41. Now, if you're going to be wide open on the wheel route, Giants will take it. Gray's second catch of the day now for 30 yards. So over 100 yards from scrimmage for Gray. 75 rushing to go along with 30 receiving. So Gray doing a good job of filling in for Saquon. At least thus far. Handoff to Gray, and he's going to lose 3. That'll hurt the old average a little bit. Jones on the tackle. And, well, it happens. Second and 13 from the Pittsburgh 44. Jones back in shotgun. This one to Waller on the right side. Picks up about 8, and Waller is slow to get up. Oh, you hate to see it if you're a Giant fan. 3rd catch of the day. Waller frustrated on the sideline, but the fact that he's still on the sideline actually makes you feel maybe not terrible as a Giants fan. We'll see what it is, though. Jones in shotgun. Going for it all. And batted away. The Giants kind of in a no man's land here. It'd be a 54-yard field goal, but the wind is not great. The thing is, I threw it to the wrong receiver. I had a guy, and I just went to the wrong receiver. There's no other way to put it. So 4th and 4 from the 36. It'd be a 54-yard field goal, but the Giants would be kicking into the wind a bit. And Jones has a man. That's Darius Slayton down the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Slayton on the short crossing pattern, showing off his speed and actually catching the ball for once. First down, Jimmy. You love to see it. Slayton's second catch of the day. And so 1st and goal now from the 4. Handoff to Gray, looking for a block, doesn't get it. Falls forward for maybe half a yard. Fortunately, also looks like that Darren Waller will probably be back next drive. Doesn't look to be too banged up. Doing some stretching on the sideline. Now a handoff to Gray, right up the gut. Spins out of one tackle. Touchdown! Jimmy! Gray Gray's second of the day. Hip, hip, hooray. And that might be the nail in the coffin for this one. Although technically still a 3-score game, it would be 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. But the Giants go 78 yards. They convert on a 4th down. As Gano will send this deep. And it'll be another touchback. Well, and now Pittsburgh will have to probably get away from the run and rely on Kenny Pickett, and that's never good. Pickett and shotgun, Harris to his left. Pickett running for his life. Finds a man, but he can't pull it in. That was the tight end there who went up for it. Could not come down with it as he got hit hard by McKinney. It'll be 2nd and 10. Pickett again in shotgun. Giants rush 4. Pocket collapsing. Pickett hit as he throws. Oh, he got lucky. That duck fell harmlessly incomplete as Pickett got blown up there by Sexy Dexy. 3rd and 10 now from the 25. Pickett again in shotgun, Harris to his left. 4 receivers set, 1 tight end. Pocket holds. Pass is incomplete. Pickett just yanked it. He had a man. And that's a Kenny Pickett pass if there ever was one. So Pittsburgh goes 3 and out. They'll have to punt it again. Magana goes back. Takes it from the 21-yard line. Gets a block. Another block. Turns upfield. And is pushed down at the 35. Good return for the rookie. You see Eric Gray averaging 5 yards a carry now. 2 touchdowns on the day. Love to see it. Exactly 1 minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Giants up by 24. Handoff to Gray. Up the middle. Cutting back. Dancing around. Picks up 5. And now, as Holcomb makes the tackle, it's all about, can Gray be the workhorse, like Barkley usually is, to ice these sorts of games away. Handoff to Gray, again up the middle, picks up about 3, and Darius Slayton banged up on the play. Oh, you hate to see that. He's going back to the locker room, and that'll stop the clock, which you also hate to see if you're a Giants fan. And 3rd and 1. Handoff to Gray up the middle. Picks up a 1st down. And that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter as Fitzpatrick makes his 3rd tackle of the day. Giants will just let the clock run out. So 1st and 10 for the G-men near midfield. Handoff to Gray again, up the middle, and no gain as another injury for Pittsburgh. And, well, fortunately Slayton will likely be back for next game, but his day is done. A bruise, you hate to see it. Second and 10 from the 49. Play action to Gray. Looking for Bellinger on the run. Caught! Actually, that's Cager again. My apologies, and Cager forced out of bounds at the 24. Well, Pittsburgh knew they were going to make Daniel Jones try to beat them, and he has had his best passing day of the year. Handoff to Gray. Picks up 2 off tackle. Now up to 93 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jones back to pass. Looking for the man underneath. Caught by Robinson. Turns upfield. Down to the 5. Another Giant first down. The thing is also is that the Giants have been using all kinds of different receivers. Everybody's got multiple catches, it feels like. Handoff to Gray, right up the middle, and pushed out, just denied the end zone. But he picks up 4 on 1st and goal. Now 2nd and goal from the 1. Handoff to Gray, touchdown G-Men. Gray's 3rd touchdown of the day. A little jump ball action there. And that is the nail in the coffin. Or so it seems. With 4.5 left, the Giants up 31.
The kick is good. Makes the score Giants 31. Steelers nothing.
So the Steelers now just playing for pride at this point, looking to get some points on the board. Gano, with the wind at his back, kicks this to the middle of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
The Steelers recover 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 from the 25. Pickett in shotgun, Harris to his left. Giants defense making the plays today, as that's a big hit. Good catch there for a 1st down. Receiver holds on. Gain of 13. As I was saying, the Giants only have 1 sack today, but they forced 2 interceptions that really turned the game around. The big one by Thibodeau in the end zone. As this one is going to be caught. Banks tried to jump the route again, but the ball just snuck in there, and it's 10 yards to Johnson and another Pittsburgh 1st down. Pickett in shotgun, trips to the left, Harris to his immediate right. Giants rush 4. Small, or short gain. Turned into a bit more. First catch by the tight end today, that's Freiermuth. Aaron Robinson with the tackle. He's 2nd and inches from the Giant 41. Pocket collapsing and finding Harris for a gain of about 1 and a 1st down on the little dump off. Good tackling there by the G-men, but it is enough barely for a 1st down. Trips to the right, Pickett in shotgun from the Giant 40. Giants blitz, picked up by Pittsburgh. Wide open is the receiver there at about the 14-yard line. And it's another 1st down for Pittsburgh as we hit the 2-minute warning. So the only question is now is will the Giants hold on for the shutout? 1st and 10 from the Giant 14. Pickett in shotgun, Harris to his immediate right. Man in motion. Giants rush 4. Pocket collapsing. It's a little screen pass to Harris. He's got some blockers. He'll get pushed out of bounds right at the 4. It's another 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal, Pittsburgh. And the Giants are going to use a timeout. Pickett in shotgun. Harris to his right. All sorts of time. Touchdown, Steelers. Pittsburgh will go for the extra point. The kick is good, and it's 31-7 G-Men.
Steelers 7.
Timeout. I wasn't paying attention. Friends tweeting at me, everybody talking about how great Tommy DeVito is, and I'm like, he's not that great. We beat two really bad teams. Pittsburgh going for the onside kick. Now we have the right guys out there. This is the only bad thing about, of course, doing it in the afternoon like this is everybody else is like, you're streaming now? And I'm like, it's Jalen Hyatt on the hands team makes the play. And that should all but ice this one. Giants will run the ball. Pittsburgh does have all three of their timeouts, so it might be a matter of getting a first down. Handoff to Gray, picks up about 5. Pittsburgh is not stopping the clock.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Giants might just run it a couple more times to give Gray. I think he crossed the 100-yard mark, but there we go. Another handoff to Gray up the middle. Carrying guys, moving the chains. First down, G-Men. And that's probably all she wrote. Giants will have to run one more play. Handoff to Gray. And that's your ball game. The Giants will win 31-7. The undefeated season continues. Pittsburgh came out strong. But that Thibodeau pick in the end zone. And after that, it was all G-Men. The Giants win 31-7. Eric Gray, maybe some tackle breaking points. And rookie Sharif Dawson continues to get better. You'll love to see it. So the Giants looking to finish off the perfect season against the Falcons. Yeah, Saquon getting XP even when he's hurt. Oh, you'll love to see it. Miguel Magana. Keep on making them plays, young fella. Quickly moving up the depth chart. Will Clapp. Back up center. Picks up some points in training. Really quickly look. Oh, Jones, such a good game. Eesh, he would need over 300 yards passing to get to 3,000. It's not going to happen. Eric Gray with over 100 yards. Let's see. Receiving Paris Campbell, Waller. You got 9 touchdowns. Slayton, Robinson, Bellinger, Magana. Gray finally in the positive. Yeah, I mean, at this point, Campbell will be lucky if he hits... Well, he'll hit 700. But 800 would be a stretch. Defense. I think that was Thibodeau's... Oh, no, it was his first pick of the year. I thought it was his second. It was his first. I apologize. And let's see. Ojolari. Let's see. Lawrence... And Williams split that sack. So Lawrence is at 6.5. Williams is now at 3. So again, he's not really there as to get sacks. They're nice when he does, but he's there to push that pile. He's there to push the middle of that line. So, the Giants head down to the ATL to finish off the season. Look at Desmond Ritter's year. 3,500 yards, 22 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's almost a 3-to-1 ratio. Looking to finish strong on Sunday Night Football. Giants will get the ball to start. Koo will send it deep. And Magana will take it from the goal line. He is dangerous. He's got some blockers, but only gets it back to the 25. Is Koo hurt? Did the kicker get hurt in the first play of the game? Oh, Madden is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, Giants a little gassed after Monday Night Football. And now Sunday Night Football. Fortunately, they get the bye next week. Handoff to Gray up the middle. Picks up 10, almost 11, and a first down. That's Giants football to a T. Handoff again to Gray. Breaks a tackle, and now he's got nothing but green grass in front of him. Throws the stiff arm down at the 47. An 18-yard rush for Gray. Burton missed his tackle. Gray said, "Don't worry, big fella, I'm just going to break it." Now play action to Gray. Looking for Waller. Caught for a first down. Oh, no, he dropped it. I'm sorry. Waller had it in his hands and it got popped out by Terrell Jr. I thought he had it all the way. My apologies. So Waller with the drop. And a handoff to Gray again. This time trying the right side. Picks up about 4. It'll be 3rd and medium. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 from the Falcon 43. Jones under center. Giants with the mesh route. Caught there by Cager. And it's a first down for the G-Men. Gain of 11. So Giants now in field goal range. Pistol formation for the G-men. Play action to Gray. And on the run, and this is a terrible ball. Oh, almost caught by Campbell on the deflection. That would have been a highlight top 10 on SportsCenter. But Campbell, it's off his fingertips after the deflection. And everybody in Atlanta exhales. Oh, goodness, a terrible ball by Jones that gets deflected almost to Campbell. Again, out of the pistol. Jones looking for and making the catch, I believe, is Magana. First and goal for the G-men. Good job by the rookie to make the catch, secure it, and then stumble out of bounds. First and goal now from the 8. Catch was good for 24. Play action to Gray. Looking for Magana again. Touchdown! G-Men! Magana's first receiving touchdown of the year. Again, he's got 4 on special teams as a kick returner, but that is his first as a receiver. Hold on to that one, Rook. He got popped there on the A in the end zone, but he holds on, and the G-men are now looking to tack on the extra point. It is true blue, and it is 7-0 New York. So the Giants march down the field, 8 plays, 76 yards. Again, a nice balance of run and pass, as Gano will send this one deep. And it'll be a touchback. So here comes Ritter for the first time today. Again, we saw his numbers earlier, 3,500 yards passing. Pistol formation for the Falcons. And a handoff to start things off, and that's Robinson cutting through the line to pick up 3. McCain coming up and making the tackle. Ritter again, now in shotgun. Robinson to his left. Giants only rush 4. Pocket collapsing. Ritter dumps it off to the right side. And a good tackle there by Ojolari to hold him to a gain of 5. That's Hodgins, former Giant, making the catch. It'll be 3rd and 2. So 3rd and short. Weak eye formation. Robinson the tailback. Handoff, and he gets blown up in the backfield. Oh, Sexy Dexy was right there. Robinson loses 3. The Falcons go 3 and out. Dexter Lawrence just shed his blocker like it was tissue paper. Wrapped him up, brought him to the ground. And the Falcons will punt. Pinion sends this one deep. Magana at about the 22 makes the catch, gets a block. Along the right side, taken down after a 12-yard return, 34. And Magana, a little slow to get up. Might be just be cramps. They're working him on the sideline. First and 10 G-men. Their own 34, already up 7-0. Looking to put the exclamation point on yet another perfect season. Gray shreds 1 tackle, but then gets stood up at the 35 and is taken down after a gain of 1. Second and 9. Giants come out in a tight eye formation. Play action to Gray. Looking for Waller, wide open, diving, making the catch for the first down. Well, he made up for that drop earlier by making a beautiful acrobatic catch on not a great ball from Jones. And it looks like probably next drive Magana will be available again. Handoff now to Gray to the right side and picks up a solid 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 36. Well, you might as well play action. Looks like Giants maybe taking a deep shot. Looking for Campbell. Got him in stride. Touchdown, G-Men. Campbell stayed in bounds. Tiptoed down the right sideline. 36 yards to pay dirt. And the Giants have struck for 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter. The extra point is true blue, and it's 14-0 G-Men. Wonderful, wonderful play selection there. Set up by the 9-yard run by Gray. And then you're like, we're going to take a shot deep on a deep crossing pattern. As Gano will send this to the back of the end zone. It'll be another touchback. And the Falcons offense hoping they can do more this time than they did the first time around. Ritter in shotgun, Robinson to his right. Giants rush 4, pocket collapsing. Pass is going to be dropped. Banks got a hand in there and batted it away. And he's 2nd and 10. Ritter under center. Robinson the tailback, trips to the left. And a pitch to Robinson, who cannot get away from the relentless Giant rush. That is the rookie Sharif Dawson with the tackle for loss. He has been he was a real find in the 2nd or 3rd round. I forget when we drafted him. That will be the last play of the first quarter. So 3rd and long coming up for the Falcons, already down by 2 touchdowns. The end of 1 quarter to play. It's 14-0 G-Men. Third and 13, Ritter in shotgun. Robinson to his left. Giants come out in a dime package, expecting, of course, that it will be a pass. Pocket collapsing. Ritter running for his life, and he is going to go down. A massive 15-yard loss as it looked like the entire Giant defensive line got there. Christian Barmore will split the sack with, I believe, Thibodeau on that one. And the Falcons will now punt it away from basically the shadow of their own goal line. 4th and 28. Oh, man, the Giants' defense feasting so far today. 2 3-and-outs. Magana back in the ball game and gets taken down at the 49 after a short return. So a short field. Gray already 43 yards rushing on 5 touches. Giants love to see it. Love to see it. Gray the single back, Jones under center. And a handoff to Gray up the middle. Picks up a couple. Falls forward for about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Jones in shotgun. Looking for Gray on the screen pass. Gets a block. And he'll get forced out of bounds at the 39. It's a 8-yard gain and good for a first down. So just like Saquon, Gray starting to get used more in the passing game. Jones in shotgun. Play action to Gray. Looking for the rookie Magana's got him in stride. Magana with the speed, turns on the Jets, turns upfield, and is pushed out of bounds at the 1. Almost had his 2nd career touchdown today receiving. As he gets bumped out of bounds at the last possible second. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Giants quickly capitalize on the good field position. Gray just breaks the plane. Touchdown, G-Man! The extra point is true blue, and it's 21-0 Giants. They go 51 yards on 4 plays. This has the makings of a blowout, ladies and gentlemen. This will be another touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Falcons, whose offense is just desperately trying to get something started. So here's the game so far. Touchdown Giants, 3-and-out Falcons. Touchdown Giants, 3-and-out Falcons. Touchdown Giants. And now the Falcons have the ball. That's a 5-yard gain on the little out pattern to Pitts. It'll be 2nd and 5. And that's the thing. It's not sexy, but dinking and dunking might be the way to go for Atlanta right now. Because the deeper shots are not there, as that is going to be good for a 1st down. 6-yard gain to Pitts, and for the first time today, the Falcons move the chains. Bobby Okereke with his first tackle of the day. Ritter in shotgun. Trips to the left side. Giants blitz. It's picked up by the Falcons, dumped off to Robinson, who just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Bobby McCain does an amazing job sniffing that one out. Again, if you're going to blitz, you need those safeties to cover. And McCain did a fantastic job of staying with Robinson. Ritter again in shotgun. Handoff to Robinson, and he gets, well, he bounces off of one possible tackle, slips back towards the middle, and picks up 2 before being stopped by Tay Crowder. So a minimal gain. And now 3rd and 8. Ritter in shotgun, empty backfield. The Giants rush 4, and that's plenty. Now Ritter is going to sneak out the other side, and he's going to get tackled. Desmond Ritter, the biggest play of the day for the Falcons offense. Belton with the tackle, and of course, for whatever reason, just looked like 2 guys froze for the Giants defense, because Madden still sucks. Ritter in the pistol. This is why we're playing 2 more days, and then we're done. We're deleting it again. We're going to finish this season, and that's it. Robinson picks up 8 on the left side, and that goes us to the 2-minute warning. The Falcons, finally, offense gets sparked a little bit, but already down by 3 touchdowns. Atlanta does get the ball to start the second half, so a score here, a stop, and then a score to start the second half. That could get back in this ball game, but we'll see what happens here. Pocket collapsing. Ritter running for his life, hit as he throws, gets it off, and Pitts will step out of bounds. Gain of 18 on the play. So Ritter took a shot there, but he did find a way to get rid of that ball. Ritter in shotgun, Robinson to his right. And this one, oh, dangerous pass, almost picked off. McCain showing the hops, got a hand on it, couldn't come down with it. Ritter back in the pistol. Robinson the tailback. Giants rush 4. And Ritter's again got a pocket. Ritter with room to run, dives to the 6-yard line. And that has been, the Giants might start using a spy, because that has been the one play working today for Atlanta, is Ritter running for his life. Ritter in shotgun, Robinson to his left. Giants blitz picked up by the Falcons, and touchdown Atlanta! Pitts just toe taps along the sideline before being shoved out of bounds. The Falcons are on the board. And now they're going to review this. Does the touchdown stand? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Pitts got both feet in, had possession throughout the catch. And the kick is good. It is a 21-7 game now, as Pinion is now doing the kicking for the Falcons, as Magana will take it again from the goal line. And Magana has a little bit of room to run, takes it back to the 30. So can the Giants answer before the half? Keep the pressure on Atlanta. First and 10 from their own 30. They need about 40 yards realistic, maybe 35 even for Gano in the dome here. Play action to Gray. Looking for and finding Waller, who gets out of bounds to save the timeout. So 1st and 10 for the G-Men, gain of 18 on 1st down. I mean, and that's the thing is that even if the Falcons offense wakes up, can the defense stop the G-Men? Jones again in shotgun. Looking for and finding a man. Slayton on the crossing pattern. 1st down as the G-Men use their first timeout. 26-yard gain to Slayton. Gonna be 1st and 10 now. Giants in field goal range. Looking for more. Jones in shotgun. Looking for Slayton, who makes the catch. Gain of about 14 as he did a nice job of boxing out the defender. Making the catch. He's now got 40 yards receiving on this drive. And the day. Jones again in shotgun. Looking for Campbell. And it's picked off. Oh, Daniel Jones doing Daniel Jones things. That's a huge end zone interception by Jesse Bates. Looks like real life Jesse Bates there. He had a big pick yesterday against the Saints. Jumped in front of that one and over Campbell. I'm actually surprised they didn't call like interference on that. He went over Campbell to get that one. And now Ritter with a chance and 3 timeouts to maybe get some more points for Atlanta. Pocket collapsing. Ritter hit as he throws. Gets it to Robinson. It's a gain of only 1. Ritter again in shotgun. Ojolari with the tackle. And Ritter letting the clock run down. He's gonna get. This will be the last play of the half. And it's going to get knocked away. Incomplete. Really kind of questionable there. I guess the Falcons wanted to really make sure the Giants could not get the ball back. So a rare pick by Jones. I believe that's only his 3rd of the year. But the Falcons do find a way to stop the Giants' offense. Even if it was via the turnover, a rare turnover. You know, we'll send this deep, and now the Falcons a chance to make this a 1-score game here to start the half. First and 10 for the Falcons at their own 25. Pistol formation for Atlanta. Robinson the tailback. Giants only send 4, and Ritter's going to get taken down by Dexter Lawrence. A 5-yard loss as, again, the Giants' defense just cuts through that line like it was nothing. Second and 15 now. Ritter in shotgun. Robinson to his left. Handoff to Robinson, who cuts back nicely up the middle and turns what could have been a 5-yard loss into a 5-yard gain as Kayvon Thibodeau slow to get up. He's running back into the locker room. 3rd and long now for the Falcons. Empty backfield for Ritter and the Atlanta. Giants rush 4. Pocket collapsing. Ritter chucks it up. It's going to be picked off. Oh, that was almost like a Hail Mary. Bobby McCain jumps in front of it. And McCain will get shoved out of bounds at the Falcon 31. The line collapsed. Ritter threw it up on a prayer. As, oh no, Thibodeau, broken ribs. He might miss the playoffs with that. Oh, no. You hate to see that in a game that's really meaningless for the Giants aside for pride. And now a handoff to Gray. He's got all kinds of blockers. Up the middle he goes. Picks up 18 on 1st down. As the Giants move the chains. And now another handoff to Gray, trying to squeeze through the line, falls forward for 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 now. 2nd and 8 from the 11. Jones under center. Back to pass. Dumps it off to Bellinger at the 10. Turns upfield. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger for 11 yards. And how quickly the game turns. So the Falcons got a pick to keep the Giants off the board. The Giants get a pick and turn it into 7. And it is again a 3-touchdown lead for the G-Men as the short field is capitalized on. The Giants go 31 yards in 3 plays. And this will be a touchback. Ritter in the pistol. Robinson the tailback. Handoff to Robinson, and he gets blown up immediately. Tay Crowder cuts him down at the line of scrimmage. Robinson falls forward for a single yard. Ritter again now in shotgun. Robinson to his right. And again, the handoff to Robinson, and again he stopped at the line and only falls forward for a single yard. So 3rd and 8 coming up. Now an empty backfield. Ritter in shotgun. Trips to the right. 2 receivers to the left. 4-man rush. A good job there by McKinney in coverage. Pass is incomplete. The Falcons go 3 and out again. 3rd time today they've gone 3 and out. Pinion back to punt. Sends it deep to Magana at the 30. Makes the catch and now bounces it to the outside. Pushed out of bounds at the 42, but it's going to be holding on the G-Men on the return. And they'll go back to their own 25. Aaron Robinson flagged there. Falcons happy about that. So Magana's return is wiped out. Handoff now to Gray, the left side. Shakes one tackle, and there goes Eric Gray. Eric Gray picks up 30 on 1st down. And just like that, the Giants like penalty. What penalty? Another handoff to Gray. Again, good blocking, and there goes Gray again. Shakes one tackle, throws a stiff arm, down at the 9. As again, Andrew Thomas just can't seem, he just got back. He just can't seem to stay on the field. What a sin as he'll go out to the lineup. So 1st and goal on massive back-to-back rushes by Gray. And now a handoff to Gray, cuts it up the middle, picks up 5. Now 2nd and goal from the 4. And a handoff up the middle. There goes Gray, down at the 1. Knocking on the door. Dislocated shoulder. Thomas might miss a couple of weeks. Fortunately, the Giants do have the bye, obviously, next week. They have wrapped up the 1 seed. And a handoff again to Gray. This time he is into the end zone. Touchdown, G-Men, his 2nd of the day. Graham Gano's extra point is true blue, and it's 35-7 G-Men. At this point, you're just trying to stay healthy if you're the Giants. This will be a touchback. Ritter in the pistol. Again, Robinson the tailback. Giants rush 4. Picked up this time. And dumped off to Robinson, who spins out of 1 tackle. And because of that missed tackle, turns that one into a 12-yard gain and a 1st down. Robinson's 3rd catch of the day. Falcons celebrating like they won the Super Bowl. I guess that's what happens when you've put up 50 yards of offense. Ritter in shotgun. Robinson to his right. Ritter running for his life, hit as he throws. Punched away by Jackson there at the last second as he did get the pass off. It'll be 2nd and 10 as it falls harmlessly incomplete. Trips to the left, Ritter in shotgun, Robinson to his immediate right. Pass caught over the middle. Oh, what a pop did the receiver Higgins take. Or Hodgins, excuse me. His 2nd catch of the day, a gain of 6. Woo, Bobby Okereke just lowered the boom. As Ritter in shotgun. Robinson to his right. 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 4. Ritter running for his life, and down he goes again. Ojulari. And I believe Leonard Williams will split the sack. 3rd sack of the day for the Giants defense, as that is how the 3rd quarter will end. The Giants absolutely feast. Look at that split into 14 pass plays, 14 run plays. They're going to go more run heavy here now. And the Falcons are staying on the field on 4th and 18, down by 28. Why? Pocket again collapsing, and this is going to be picked off. Ritter hit as he throws. It's Aaron Robinson with the easy pick. He threw into double coverage. And the Boo Birds are starting to come out here in Atlanta. And understandably so. So the Giants force their 2nd turnover of the day. Now start at the Falcon 35. Gray picks up maybe half a yard as Grady Jarrett comes up slow. And that'll stop the clock and injury timeout. So 2nd and 10. Play action to Gray. Looking for and finding Campbell on the run. Picks up 35. Again, it's an outside chance. Boy, oh boy. Daniel Jones would need about another 100 yards to get to 3,000 on the year. After another very slow start. Handoff to Gray up the middle. He gets nothing on 1st down. I mean, and here's the thing, the Giants, they don't got to rush. And they're not gonna, they're gonna eat some clock here. Jones in shotgun. Nice little mesh route. Good zone though for Atlanta. And Jones, he's gonna take off. And he's gonna lose half a yard, so that's technically a sack. 1st sack of the day for the Falcon defense. It's technically a half a yard loss as Jones tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, and 3rd and 10 now coming up. Play action to Gray. Looking for Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants! Bellinger's 2nd touchdown of the day. What's up, Yellow Jacket? How's it going? And the extra point by Graham Gano is good. The Giants now just trying to eat some clock. The Falcons offense, though, just absolutely abysmal today. As the Giants getting ready for the playoffs. They'll have next week off. They are the 1 seed. Ritter empty backfield in shotgun. Pocket again collapsing around him. He gets the pass off. Oh, it's doinked up, and it's going to be bounced around like a pinball before falling to the dirt. I believe Crowder got a hand on it, punched it up on the deflection. Ritter was lucky it wasn't his 3rd pick of the day. Ritter now in shotgun. Robinson to his right. Again, running for his life. Hit as he throws. Caught for a gain of 6. Hodgins, his 3rd short catch of the day. The Falcons just, Ritter just happy not to be sacked again. Ritter again in shotgun. Dexter Lawrence has been in his face all day long, including now, and Ritter will just throw it away. I mean, Ritter 10 of 19, but 2 picks and only 57 yards throwing. And now the Falcons will punt. Magana goes back for it. He'll be the return man. Pinion to punt it away. Magana will take it at about the 23-yard line. Push down at the 31, which is where the Giants will start. So Daniel Jones, again, probably about 50 to 60 yards away from 3,000 on the season. Fades back the pass, looking for Waller, makes the catch, throws a stiff arm, picks up about 7. Second and 3. Jones looking for Slayton, finds him for a first down and a gain of 6. Slayton's 3rd catch of the day, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So 42-7 G-Men. First and 10 from the Giant 44. Jones in shotgun. Giants are going to give him a chance to get to 3,000. They're going to give him that shot. As that's a pass to Waller, pushed out of bounds after a gain of 8. Again, he's going to need about 330, 340. I don't know if there's enough here in of a field. 52 yards. He's going to probably just be short, even if he goes, even the Giants score a touchdown here. Play action to Gray. Oh, that's a bad pass. But it's caught by Bellinger. Nice play by Bellinger. Protect his quarterback there from another pick. I mean, injury timeout now for Atlanta as Brown gets banged up. It's also a chance for the Giants to try some different pass plays. I haven't used a lot of these before. But it's padding the stats for the tight end. Jones in shotgun. Again, looking for Waller. Makes the catch. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 9 or 10. Now has 63 yards. Second and inches from the 33. Jones in shotgun. Dumps it off to Gray on the screen pass. He falls forward but gains nothing on the play. Be 3rd down. And a handoff to Gray, who will pick up the first down, and really that should be the ball game. First and 10 from the 31-yard line. Play action to Gray. And on the run, almost picked off. Definitely not Jones's best throw of the day. Well, he finished strong here in the last couple games of the year, especially with Barkley out. Handoff to Gray, who shakes one tackle. Looking for pay dirt. Gets pushed down at the 18. Another nice run for Eric Gray here. And that'll be the game. Couldn't get the field goal off to add insult to injury as the clock runs out. But the G-Men finish off the perfect season 42-7. An absolutely dominant victory over the Falcons. Daniel Jones, best game of the year by far. 287 yards throwing the ball, 4 touchdowns. Also, it was 150 yards rushing for Eric Gray. So, I mean, like, everybody really was just a big, big offensive day for the G-Men. There we go. Get some better blocking for Bellinger. especially with how we run the ball. And Mark Lewinsky. Trying to make him a better pass protector. Could definitely use that as well. A lot of upgrades available. One new injury. Yeah, Thibodeau. Well, much like Barkley, if he's going to come back, it will be for the Super Bowl, but not before then. That is a massive blow now. Both sides of the ball for the G-Men. Major injuries. But that's what happens, unfortunately, in the NFL. You have to work your way through that. And that also probably kept the Falcons out of the playoffs. Let's see. Statistics. Yeah, Jones. Just 27 yards shy of 3,000. Actually, yeah, wouldn't have after that last rush. Barkley still finished just shy of 2,000 yards. Gray with 474 on the year. Receiving, Paris Campbell led the team with 735. Although the most catches was by Waller. Also the most touchdowns by Waller. Slayton finished with 471. Robinson, Magana. Yeah, Bellinger finished with a couple of TDs. And again, Magana, his first receiving touchdown came in that last game. Cager had over 100 yards receiving. So again, guys got strong there towards the end of the year. Defensively, let's see, Banks, Jackson, McKinney, and McCain all had 3 picks on the year. Wow. Ojolari led the team in sacks with 14. Thibodeau finishes with 11.5. Dexter Lawrence with 8. Barmore, 5.5. Not bad for a rookie. Sharif Dawson, 5 sacks in his rookie year. Bobby Okereke, Tay Crowder. Jamal Kendricks, also a rookie, picked up a sack and a half in his rookie year. And Aaron Robinson got one on a cornerback blitz earlier in the year. So, no surprise to anybody. Bobby Okereke led the team in tackles with 76. Kicking, Graham Gano, 20 of 21. 68 for 68. And extra points. Jamie Gillen, 17 punts. So, not 22 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions for Jones, though. I thought he had 3, but it's actually 4. But still, credit where it's due. And let's see, the last week of the year. Oh, Jalen Hurts. I thought it might have been, well, yeah, I thought it might have been Jones. Jones actually had a better day than Hurts, but oh well. The game did not want to give it to Daniel Jones. So let's take a quick look at the playoff bracket before we move things along. The Chiefs and the Giants have the byes. It'll be the Bills versus the Dolphins. So the Bills won the East. The Dolphins a wild card. Jags won the South against the Raiders. We'll get a wild card. The Bengals win the North, and they will take on the Chargers. 3 teams out of the AFC West. Meanwhile, again, the Giants get the bye, and then you have the Seahawks versus the Packers. Seahawks win the West. Lions win the North, take on the Bucs, former team in the North. And your South winners were the Panthers of all teams. They'll take on the Rams. So here it was 2-2-2. The only team to represent the East is the G-Men. On the bye, focus on the health. Keep everybody healthy, please. I'll play one more game and then we'll call it a day. Some upgrades. Banks continues to get better. Better and better and better. Point in zone. That's his weakness. And we do like to run zone sometimes, although we do play a lot more man-to-man. So it'll be the Giants versus the Rams. All right, let's take a quick look at the playoff bracket. Let's see how we got here. The Dolphins edge out the Bills and win 37-31 in a huge divisional matchup. The Jags easily handle the Raiders by 2 touchdowns, and the Chargers sneak one out against the Bengals by a field goal. Meanwhile, again, the Seahawks absolutely destroyed the Packers. The Lions pretty easily handled the Bucks, and the Rams barely beat the Panthers by a pair. So the Rams now head to New York. The Seahawks will host the Lions in the divisional round. So can the Giants continue their regular season momentum? We will see. Good to see some backup offensive linemen pick up some points. Our rookie quarterback. Back up to Jones, and then J.J. Meacham. Back up tackle as we continue to try to get better. All right, here we go. The divisional round. The Giants versus the Rams. This should be a good one. And now we head to the worst stadium in all of football, MetLife. You can already tell the early game, the Chiefs barely beat the Dolphins by a field goal. The Dolphins, wow, looked like a real team to upset some folks. The Chiefs prove why they're the 1 seed, and going into Arrowhead, not always easy. Rams will get the ball to start. Gano will send it deep. Phillips will take a knee. It'll be a touchback. The Rams start at the 20. Jacksonville holds on against the Chargers and a nail-biter. So we'll have another AFC championship between the Jags and the Chiefs. Or matchup, I should say, as Matthew Stafford comes out to lead the Ram offense. A Super Bowl winner already with these Rams. Would love to do it once again with a whole new squad. Stafford in shotgun. Under the bright lights here at MetLife Stadium. Line collapsing. Stafford going deep. It is caught. What a tiptoe catch by Cooper Kupp for 27 yards and a first down. Stafford now in shotgun. Again. Giants rush 4. Pass caught over the middle. Good tackle there by Bobby Okereke. Gain of about 7. As you see there, Dexter Lawrence is out for the game. Miguel Magana out for the game. Giants really banged up coming into today's ball game. As Duvernay makes the catch for 5. Stafford under center now. Akers the tailback. Nunez Oroches, because of the injury, they launch again instead of getting the start. Oh, and a shaken tackle there by Akers. You know if Dexter Lawrence was there, that would not have happened. Akers picks up 28 as he gets by 2 tacklers. And the Rams taking advantage of the Giants' banged-up defense. Akers the tailback. Stafford under center again. They go back to the run. This time wrapped up by Ward, filling in for the injured Thibodeau. It's only a gain of 1. Giants looking to, they want to try to settle down, but can they? Stafford under center again. Akers the tailback. 3 tight end set. Play action. And it's, oof, they tried to set up the screen, and the Giants were not having it. Okirike hit the running back as soon as the ball got there, incomplete. So 3rd and 9, big play here for both teams. Stafford under center. Akers the tailback. Line collapsing. And knocked away at the last second by McKinney. Good play all around. Stafford running for his life. McKinney bats it away. The Giants defense bends but does not break. And this NFC Divisional matchup starts with a Rams field goal. The Giants will now get the ball and look to answer. But if you are an LA Rams fan, that is a good start. You have to feel good about that one, especially with your team having to go cross-country on the road. Robinson will take it from the goal line in for the injured Magana. Robinson with room to run. Wan'Dale Robinson. Oh, he's doing it again. He did it last year in the playoffs against the Panthers. It's going to be a 100-yard kickoff return touchdown for the G-Men. The Giants answer in the biggest way possible. Wan'Dale Robinson, a kickoff return for a touchdown. 100 yards, and the Giants take the lead back immediately. 6-3 with the point pending. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It is true blue. It is 7-3 G-Men. Wan'Dale Robinson. Usually that's Magana's job, but he's hurt with a busted hand today. And Wan'Dale Robinson, who did that against the Panthers last year in the playoffs, does it here to the Rams. The kick to Duvernay will be a touchback. The Rams are stunned. Robinson finds a seam and then is off to the races. Stafford in shotgun, Akers to his left. Giants rush 4. Stafford running for his life. Oh, and Nunez Roches, who we were just criticizing earlier, comes up with a 9-yard sack. And now you can see the Giants are clicking on all cylinders, baby. The man they call Nacho put some extra cheese on that one. Stafford in shotgun. Akers to his left. Oh, good blocking there. Oh, and Akers. Akers is going to do it again. McKinney with a huge tackle, but it's a 20-yard gain on 2nd and 19. And Cam Akers is gashing the Giant defense right now. Stafford in shotgun. Akers to his left. 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught for a gain of 7. Jefferson over the middle. I'll say this, the right side of the Rams line really struggling with the Giant pass rush. Again, this one hit at the line, maybe it might have been deflected. Falls incomplete, 3rd and 3. The Giants pass rush from the right side in particular has just been dominating for the Giants. Stafford in shotgun, Akers to his right. Surprised they're not running more. As this a little screen pass to Akers, it's kind of like a run. He'll pick up about 7 and a 1st down. First and 10 now from the Giant 41. Giants up 7-3 here, still in the first quarter of the divisional round matchup between the Giants and the Rams. Under center, Akers. Oh, good tackle by McKinney. Stops Akers at the line of scrimmage. If Akers got by McKinney, he might have been gone because the Giants did a blitz there. And there was nobody behind McKinney. Stafford now in shotgun, Akers to his right. 2nd and 10 from the Giant 41. Giants rush 4. Line collapsing, dumped off to Akers on the right side. And again, the Giants do a great job of stopping the short yardage play. Short yardage pass as McCain makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 1-yard loss. The Giants have very active safeties. They do a great job coming down and helping out in run stoppage or short play stoppage. Stafford in shotgun, Akers to the right. And again, the line collapsing. Stafford running for his life. Hit as he throws. And it'll sail out of bounds. And the Rams, this would be a 60-yard field goal, so they will punt. So the Giants defense, again, gives them a couple of big plays, but not enough for the Rams to find pay dirt. As this punt will go into the back of the end zone. It's an easy touchback. It's a net of only 22. Terrible punt there for the Rams. And now the Giants offense will take the field really for the first time today. Because again, the touchdown came on the kickoff return after the field goal. Jones under center. Hands off to Gray. In there for the injured Barkley. Gray bounces at the outside. Now cuts back towards the middle. Falls forward to the 39. It's a gain of 19 on first down. And that will be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one here at MetLife, the divisional round of the playoffs, we got ourselves a bit of a barn burner at 7-3 G-Men. Another handoff to Gray. Bouncing again to the outside. Throws a stiff arm. Shoved out of bounds. Another 19-yard gain. And the Giants, A, running away from Aaron Donald. Smart. B, running off tackle to the left side. They are just dominating right now. Another handoff to Gray. And again, good blocking downfield by the receivers, by the way. Gray throws a stiff arm and then bounced out of bounds to the 15. Eric Gray looking like Saquon Barkley here in the playoffs. First and 10 at the 15. Jones back to pass for the first time. They find Slayton on a... Oh, and he dropped it. Now that's Darius Slayton for sure. Case of the dropsies. So second and 10 now at the 15. To be fair, he got popped pretty good over the middle there in the slant pattern. Now the Giants going for a little mesh route, finding Lawrence Cager. Pushed out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Gain of 12 and a first down. So first and goal now from the 3. Good mesh pattern there for the G-Men. Handoff to Gray. He's got a hole you could drive a truck through. Touchdown, G-Men. Eric Gray. And the extra point is true blue. It is 14-3 G-Men. Well, the Rams got to answer now. Because otherwise, this is what the Giants do. They put the pedal to the metal once they get going. Oh, the Lions are going to go to the NFC Championship. The Lions win by 2 touchdowns. They go to Seattle and say, screw your 12th man. So that'll be Wednesday. No stream tomorrow. I'll be back on Wednesday. Stafford in shotgun. Akers to his left. Again, why they're not running the ball more is worked all day. Well, that's a good reason why. That's a mismatch. Cooper Kupp against the linebacker, and McKinney cannot catch him. The Rams with a quick strike, a 75-yard touchdown. Big play after big play. I mean, to be fair, Akers right now has a 15-yard average, but that's a mismatch if there ever was one. Cooper Kupp against the linebacker, and Matthew Stafford sees it, and just like that, the Rams answer right back. It is 14-9, and with this extra point, 14-10 early in the second quarter. Remember, the Giants do get the ball to start the second half. As this will be put to the back of the end zone. Robinson this time will take a knee. Last time, remember, he took it back for a touchdown. See Eric Gray there. Neither defense really showing up today so far. Not gonna lie. Like, both teams have just been, like, picking the other team apart. Jones under center. Play action to Gray. Looking for and find. Oh, my goodness. Paris Campbell was wide open. Wide open on the crossing pattern. That is a classic running before the ball is in your hands. Oh, goodness. That is a terrible mistake. Now a handoff to Gray. Up the middle. And, well, he'll move the chains as he picks up 14 as he continues his hard running today. Isaiah Simmons, former Cardinal, makes the tackle. Remember, in this universe, we never traded for him, so. Handoff to Gray. This time they run at Donald. Oh, and Donald, I believe, made a shoestring tackle there to save Gray from probably taking it to the house. That's how much room he had on that other side. Second and 6 now from the Giants' 43. 14-10 G-men. Play action to Gray. Looking for Bellinger, who has it knocked away. Jones put a little too much air under it. Gonna be 3rd and 6 now. Jones in shotgun. Looking for the mesh pattern. And, oof, knocked away there. Good job there by the zone defense. Simmons bats it away. Fooled him badly there. If that's man, well, he's not going with him, but, well, the Giants will have to punt now. Jamie Gillen goes back to kick for the first time today. Good kick to about the 15. Decent coverage by the Giants. The Rams will start at their own 23. So a 42-yard punt. It's Cooper Kupp already over the century mark today. In receiving, mostly because of that 75-yard touchdown. Stafford in shotgun, Akers to his right. 14-10 Giants, and ourselves got a nail-biter here. As the pocket collapsing, Stafford hit as he throws. Oh, and it's again another drop. Is it that cold? Nobody can feel their fingers? Tay Crowder off his fingertips. That should have been picked. And Stafford knows he got away with one there. Stafford again in shotgun. Akers to his left. Good pocket. This time, good catch. I believe that's Duvernay. Or no, so that's Jefferson. My apologies. Gain of about 21. 1st and 10. 2:45 left in the half. Giants up 14-10. Remember, the Giants get the ball to start the second half. Stafford in shotgun. And a handoff to Akers, and the Giants do a much better job of tackling this time. It's only a gain of 4. Aaron Robertson coming up and helping with the run support. Second and 6. Probably the last play before the 2-minute warning. Akers, the tailback. Stafford under center. Pocket collapsing. Stafford hit as he throws, but he does dump it. Oh, it's a fumble! They're going to say Tay Crowder snatched it up. They're going to say Cooper Kupp fumbled it. After the catch, this will obviously go to replay along with all other turnovers. Kupp makes, I don't know if he made a football move. The ground might have also caused that. I mean, no doubt that Crowder recovered it. Booth review. I think it's down by contact. It'll be 3rd and 2. Yep, the ground caused the fumble. And the Rams will hold on to the ball, and there's now the 2-minute warning. So a big 3rd down play coming up here near midfield. Akers in the backfield to the right of Stafford in shotgun. Giants rush 4. Pocket collapsing. Stafford finds Kupp. Another quick catch on the out route, 4 yards. Just enough for a 1st down. Quickly, Stafford back to the line. In shotgun. Pocket. Much better pocket this time. This time the ball is dropped. It's dumped off to Akers, but Bobby Okerke's right there and bats that away. 2nd and 10 now from the Giant 44-yard line. Stafford in shotgun, trips to the right, Akers to his left. Giants rushing 4. Good pocket this time. Caught at the 39 for a gain of 5 by a sliding Duvernay. Right back to the line. Again, Giants rush 4. Much worse pocket. And down goes Stafford. Azeez Ojulari on the blind side. As the pocket collapsed around him, it's an 8-yard loss. The Giants will burn a timeout. And that will force a Ram punt. So the Giants now a minute to maybe get down the field and also get the ball back at the half. A terrible punt. That's a 22-yard punt. That is a terrible, terrible punt. The Giants get it at their own 25. How does this punter have a job? Jones in shotgun. 1 for 5 today for 12 yards. Of course, one big drop by Paris Campbell. Play action to Gray. Looking for Campbell, who makes the catch this time and slides down at the 46. And he slid right out of bounds, too. That's good for the G-men. So quickly, a 29-yard gain. Jones in shotgun. Looking for Slayton over the middle, makes the catch. Picks up 7, and Byron Young is hurt. That's going to force the Rams to use a timeout. They're not happy about that, but that happens. So 2nd and 3. Giants already knocking on the door of field goal range. Handoff to Gray. He's got room to run, and caught from behind at the 21. But it's a first down for the G-men. Walker saving the tackle. And play action now to Gray. Looking for Waller. Touchdown, Giants! The Giants march right down the field with less than a minute to go here in the half. And once again, make it a 2-score game. Waller with the touchdown catch from 22 yards out. The extra point by Gano is true blue. It's 21-10 G-men. So the receivers really stepped up for the Giants on that drive. Jones goes 3 for 3 with a touchdown. Gano will send this deep. Duvernay will take a knee. And now can the Rams answer with 1 timeout and 49 seconds left in the half, knowing the Giants get the ball to start the second half? Right, or is it one of those where we'll run it on first down and see what we get? Stafford in shotgun, Akers to his right. No, they're going to drop back and pass, and this is going to be out of reach of Cooper Kupp, incomplete. Giants coming out in a dime package, and not surprising. Now an empty backfield for Stafford. Single safety over the top. Giants rush 4, pocket collapsing, and Stafford's going to go down. Azeez Ojulari, his 2nd sack of the day. 3rd sack for the defense. And the Giants are going to use a timeout here. See if they can't get the ball back. I imagine, though, with no more timeouts, the Rams, if they're smart, they'll just run it. And that is what they will do. Akers quickly bottled up, gains about 2. Stopped there by Okirike. And they should just let the clock run out on the half here. Oh, no, they're actually going to kick it away. I mean, this is the last play of the half. There is officially 0s on the clock. But Adoree Jackson now, I mean, if there's a penalty here, I mean, fortunately for the Rams, there isn't. A very good return, but boy, that was playing with fire when you really didn't need to. We go to the half. Giants up by 11. The Giants get the ball to start the second half, up by 11, looking to make this a 3-score game, potentially. Robinson will take it from the goal line. He already has a kick return for a touchdown today, looking for more. Oh, and he's weaving his way through the line, and he gets caught at the 37. Oh, goodness gracious, Robinson almost did it again. He almost did it again. He snuck through a hole there that I didn't think was there. Jones now in shotgun. Looking for Gray on the screen pass. He's got blockers. Or he did anyway, but the blocker's just too slow. But it's a gain of about 11 or maybe 12. So a nice play there for the young running back. Langford with the tackle. And now a handoff to Gray up the middle. Picks up about 3. Now gets to the Ram side of the 50. Second and 7. From the Ram 49. Play action to Gray. Looking for Campbell, and it's picked off. Terrible pass there by Jones. Jones jumped in front of it against Jones. Makes the pick. That is a huge turnover. First of the day for either team. Jones, who only had 4 picks the whole regular season, turns it over here, and the Rams have great field position at their own 40. Now delayed handoff to Akers, who gets thrown down for a 3-yard loss. Good job of the Giant run defense. It'll be 2nd and 13 now. Stafford in shotgun, Akers to his left. Good pocket. He finds Kupp along the sideline, but he's pushed out of bounds by McCain after a gain of only 6. So 3rd and medium, 3rd and 7 coming up. Empty back, or no, excuse me, Stafford in shotgun, Akers to his right. 4 receiver set though. Pocket collapsing. Running for his life. Stafford hit as he throws it away. So the Giant defense does its job after the turnover. They give up almost no yards, 3 yards. The Rams go 3 and out. And the Jones interception does not hurt the G-men. As Jackson let this bounce at the 1. Another terrible punt. Well, 57-yard punt, 37 net. And Jones, who's had Daniel Jones has had an okay day. Not a great day, an okay day. But that pick could have been costly. Handoff to Gray to the left side. Good blitz there. Just gets to Gray, falls forward for maybe half a yard. Another Jones. Brings up 2nd and 10. Giants out of the pistol. Gray the tailback. Play action to Gray. Looking for Slayton, wide open. Makes the catch. Breaks 1 tackle, but can't break Langford's grasp. It's good for 23 yards. Got Slayton on a nice crossing pattern. And a Giant first down. Slayton's 2nd catch of the day. Giants go back to the pistol. And looking for Wan'Dale Robinson, who makes the catch as he steps out of bounds. Another big gainer there for the G-men. Robinson's 28-yard gain. To go along with that 100-yard kick return. Again out of the pistol. Play action now to Gray. Looking for and finding Robinson in stride. Down to the 2-yard line as he shoved out of bounds. They got Robinson going one way. They got him going the other. Robinson up to 55 yards receiving. 1st and goal. Handoff to Gray. Touchdown, G-men. Gray will clean that one up. His 2nd score of the day as he walks the catwalk. And walked right into the end zone. So with less than 2 minutes left in the 3rd, the Giants now up by 3 scores. The extra point makes it 28-10 G-men. Well, the Rams, gave the Giants a heck of a first half. But trying to keep up with this high-powered offense is not easy as Duvernay will take a knee. Despite Cooper Kupp having 100 yards, despite Cam Akers having 67 yards, averaging 8 yards a carry. Again, I still don't know why they don't give him the ball more, but now at this point you can't, really, because you're down by 3 scores. If you're going to get back in this ball game, you need to strike quick. Stafford in shotgun, Akers to his right. But again, why didn't they go to him earlier, as this is poorly thrown behind the receiver, Jefferson. A Dory Jackson in coverage, but really no one was going to get that one. 2nd and 10 now. I formation for the Rams. 2 receivers to the left. Akers the tailback. Pocket collapsing, dumped off to Akers on the right side, and he's going to get upended for maybe a half-yard loss. Definitely no gain on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Another great tackle by the Giants, 2nd level. Stafford in shotgun. Akers to the right. Good coverage, but it's caught! It's caught by Duvernay! Down the right sideline, and McKinney makes the touchdown-saving tackle. Looked like Banks might have gone for the pick there. Duvernay took it right away from him, and the Rams flipped the field. Duvernay's 3rd catch of the day. That one went for about 40 yards, I believe. Stafford in shotgun. Pass caught over them. Nope, dropped. Looked like the tight end, Higbee, had it, but it was punched away there by a nice tackle by, I believe that's Belton in there. Stafford under center. Akers the tailback. Here's the thing. If the Rams, even if they don't get a touchdown here, again, you're down by 3 scores. One of them can be a field goal. As that's a gain of 4. Jackson on the tackle there as the handoff to Akers. 3rd and 6. Likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Stafford in shotgun. Akers to his left. Good pocket for Stafford. All kinds of time, and throws it out of the back of the end zone looking for Cooper Kupp. But the Giants were on him like Velcro. So the Rams will settle for the field goal. Now it means they need a touchdown, 2 touchdowns. One of them will have to result in a 2-point conversion. But points are points, and you needed them at some point somehow as McManus puts it through. His 2nd field goal of the day. As Robinson will take a knee, it's a touchback. So Giants up by 15 after that field goal. Rams need a stop. Let's be honest. That's what they need. They need to stop, a touchdown, another stop, another touchdown. Like, that's it. That's the math, right? As Gray picks up 2 on 1st down, and that will be the end of the 3rd. Can the G-men hold on? They're up by 15 here in the divisional round of the playoffs. 2nd and 8. And, well, let's be honest. We're switching to a chew clock offense. He's got to chew that clock up. Handoff now to Gray. Up the middle. Falls forward. Close to a 1st down. They're going to give it to him. But he comes up limping. His ankle, not good. Might just be cramps, though. He's on the sideline. That's a good sign that he's still on the sideline. But Gary Brightwell will now come into the game. That also stops the clock, though. That's a handoff to Brightwell. He'll fall forward for about 3. And it'll be 2nd and 7. Second and 7 from the Giants' 38, up by 15. 5:15 left in the game, or at least regulation. Play action from Jones. Looking for and finding Waller. 1st down in the crossing pattern. Good for about 12. His 2nd catch of the day, and it's only a sprain. But Brightwell, not surprisingly, will stay in the game. Up by 15, no reason to force it. Especially, again, you're thin at running back with Barkley out until possibly the Super Bowl. Hand off to Brightwell. Good job there by the linebacker to break the block. It's Jones, another tackle. It's a gain of only 1. Second and 9. Giants, again, milking the clock. There's no reason to rush this, up by 2 touchdowns. Play action to Brightwell. Oh, looking for, he's got a man open, but he overthrew Paris Campbell. Jones had a man in his face. That was Isaiah Simmons on the blitz. He had him wide open, but With a man in his face, Jones hurried the throw. And 3rd and 9 now from right around midfield. Jones again hit as he throws. This will sail out of bounds. And the Rams defense bends but does not break. So the Giants cannot answer the Ram field goal. And Gillen will go back to punt. Kick to about the 5. This will take a Rams bounce. A 51-yard punt, a 31-yard net. And the Rams have a chance now to try to answer. Stafford in shotgun, 3:41 left. Rams have all 3 of their timeouts. Akers to the right. They're going to hand it off to Akers, try and get the Giants sleeping. He picks up only 4, though. Now quickly to the line. Rams in a hurry-up. Stafford again in shotgun. Giants rush 4. Good pocket and incomplete. Pass overthrown by Stafford. 3rd and 6. Empty backfield. Stafford in shotgun. Man in motion. Trips to the left side. Giants again rush 4. Good pocket. Ooh. Dropped by Akers. McCain might have got a fingertip on it there in the quick throw. Well, this might be the ball game. 4th and 6 at their own 24. Rams got to get it. Down by 2 scores with 3 minutes left. If they don't, the Giants are already in field goal range. Pocket collapsing. Stafford lets it air out, and Jackson makes the pick. Basically a punt. Actually, Jackson would have been better off dropping that one. The Giants get the ball back near midfield. And that's probably the ball game. Handoff to Brightwell. Picks up a yard, maybe. Donald on the stop. And again, the Giants are just going to continue to let the clock run. And a handoff to Brightwell. Up the middle. Hit by his own guy. Gary Brightwell throwing a stiff arm down to the 35. And that's probably all she wrote. This will take it down to the 2-minute warning. So here we are in the divisional round. The Lions awaiting the winner of this game. Either the Rams will head to Detroit. This is year 2, Kaz, year 2. Either the Rams will head to Detroit, or Detroit will head to, well, New Jersey. Handoff to Brightwell, up the middle. Picks up maybe a yard, and the Rams use their first timeout. Another handoff to Brightwell, and again, maybe a yard or 2. Look at them, turning the legs, Gary Brightwell! Again, the Giants down to their 3rd string running back after Barkley out until at least the Super Bowl. Gray out the remainder of this game. And a handoff to Brightwell. To the right side, off tackle. And the Rams have used all of their timeouts. Another handoff to Brightwell, up the middle. And that will do it. Jones will come out and he will take a knee. We'll probably need one more. And that'll do it. The Rams can't stop the clock. The Giants will win by 2 touchdowns. And we'll host the Lions next week in the NFC Championship game. For us, though, it'll be Wednesday. No stream tomorrow. I'll be back on Wednesday. The Rams really gave the Giants all they could handle, especially in the first half. A defensive battle in the second half. The Giants only scored 1 touchdown. The Rams only a field goal in the second half. Again, the big play really was the kickoff return touchdown by Wan'Dale Robinson. And that really took a lot of the air out of the Rams' sails. I mean, Matthew Stafford and Daniel Jones both a touchdown and a pick. Stafford, 206 yards. Jones, 170. Both teams ran the ball. Well, the difference was the Rams settled for field goals when the Giants got touchdowns. That was the difference. The Giants' defense able to make enough plays when the Rams got into the red zone, whereas the Rams could not stop the Giant rushing attack. Oh, here we go. Give some guys some points. Kaz just did. Kaz, it's the end of the stream and I just ran out of water. I can pretend. I hear it. Here we go. One last drop of my iced tea. Come back on Wednesday. Come back on Wednesday. We're back on Wednesday because we just played 3 games. And this is the last one. At this point, it's just getting ready now. You know, let's give Waller a point in blocking. He could be a better blocker for sure. Got some coaching upgrades available. Guys, don't forget to follow if you haven't. So you'll get notified. Make sure your notifications are on. We're back on Wednesday. As well you should be, CGM. You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of disgruntled, too. The Giants can't even tank right. You know, I mean, it looked like yesterday Bill Belichick told his kicker to shank that to make sure we didn't go to overtime at the Meadowlands. I know the internet's having a lot of fun with Tommy DeVito, but the Giants continue to slip down the draft board now. Well, I'll say this. Actually, it might work out because I want Bo Nix. Let Caleb Williams go to Chicago or go to New England. Let Drake May go somewhere, go to Arizona. I want the Giants to get Bo Nix. I really like Bo. I know he's a little bit older, right? Obviously, I like Bo Nix. I mean, in CGM, the Washington's tanking, but they're, you got a quarterback. You're not going to take a quarterback, or you think you have a quarterback anyway. I mean, we'll see. You're definitely going to have a new coach, CGM. That is definitely going to happen. So the Giants win 28-13. The Lions will come to New York to take on the G-Men. This is an old school kind of matchup for the NFC Championship. And meanwhile, I think it's the Chiefs and the Jags in the AFC. Yeah, both conferences, 1 versus 3 seed. That's possible, CGM. It's completely possible that your new regime does not believe in Howell. Kid's playing for his career. So Giants won 28-13. Lions won 31-17. Meanwhile, both the Jags and Chiefs win by a field goal. It should be a good one. Yeah, no, it's much like a lot of the Giants. Yeah, the offensive lines in New York and Washington are horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. What are the weekly awards? Eric Gray, 119 yards rushing, 11 yards receiving, a couple of touchdowns. You love to see it. Let's see. Go to the weekly strategy, set this up, train, and then call it a day. Yeah, run inside. That's what we always like to do. Run inside. Yeah, run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. Oh, yeah. Tepper is terrible. Tepper, we're going to talk about it tomorrow on the podcast. Tepper is an absolute... He is destroying the Carolina Panthers. He is a joke. A joke. Who can we upgrade here? Oh, Micah McFadden. Backup linebacker. Moving up the depth chart a little bit with some injuries. But, yeah. So, Again, injury report. Yeah, Magana, broken finger. So the hope is, again, because of the Pro Bowl, Barkley and Thibodeau should be back for the Super Bowl, assuming we beat the Lions. And Magana will definitely be back for the Super Bowl, as he'll just miss this game. Our rookie receiver, our rookie kick return man, with 4 kick returns for touchdowns this year. Absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, so that's it for today. I'm back. I've reworked my schedule. Probably going to be doing earlier streams here from now on. New folks popping by, finding us. Probably going to be doing some more things like Sea of Stars and some more narrative games going forward. But we're going to finish this season in Madden. Probably take a little bit of a break from the sports games just to kind of we'll try something else. Expand my horizons. Things like that. But I appreciate everybody hanging out here, at least today. Back on Wednesday. A new schedule, probably no streams on Tuesdays going forward. Because, well, I could be streaming. I'm going to be podcasting. Again, Geeks Who Like Sports is back. I'm very happy about that. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Come on back on Wednesday. Giants versus Lions in the conference championship. Hopefully the Super Bowl. And, of course, the off season. But, yeah, until then, have a great evening, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'm going to go watch the Rangers and Sabres. I believe it's Rangers and Sabres. I believe it's Buffalo. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Good night.